welcome back to AR-77. Today we are looking at the Glock 19X, made by Umarex under license from Glock. It's another lovely pistol. There's a few Glocks out there, and I've got the one that I like the look of most, which is the Glock 17 Gen 4. I did like the 19, but I was missing that blowback action. So I've opted for the 19X, which I think is literally the best of both worlds, because you have the kind of lower here of the Glock 17 full-size handle, but the slide length is more reminiscent of the Glock 19. So I think the X must stand for crossover or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's a lovely pistol. We have it here in tan. I think that's the only version available currently. I say tan, it's probably called Flat Dark Earth or something else, something official. But you get what I mean. It's that kind of desert colour. Looks quite nice. I really like the colour with the contrast to the black details on it. So let's look around the gun and talk about pros and cons, things I like, things I'm not so bothered about, and then you can make an informed choice as to whether or not you would like to buy it. So, obviously we've got polymer or plastic lower, we've got metal slide here, I've got a few nice details. Let's pick up the pistol. So, you've got your cut-out ejection port there, with the nice kind of black underneath it. You've got black metal trigger there, black takedown switch there, although that's non-functioning on this particular one. It does function on the Glock 17 to the Gen 4, but not on this. So it's not as close a replica, but it looks the part. It really looks nice, and there's plenty of functionality with it. It's got the blowback and everything, so that's one of the main things that I look for. You've got your Picatinny rail there, and your kind of safety there, which is a gun safety. So it's kind of either the gun is fully functional or it's not functional at all. So it's on fire at the minute, which is why you've got the red dot and some nice, really subtle markings there. Caliber, going to focus for me. 4.5mm, 0.177 markings there that are quite subtle. Got some really nice Glock etchings here, subtle again, just like the real thing. Into the slide, Glock 19X Austria 9x19. And I do believe, obviously, it doesn't hold 19 rounds of 9mm ammunition, because it's just an air pistol, but it does hold 19 rounds of 4.5mm BBs, or 0.177mm BBs. So 0.177 caliber BBs rather. So that's good. It's accurate. Again, very standard kind of Glock etchings there on the slide. You've got your slide catch release there, which is a working feature because it is blowback. Nice black outer barrel there, and kind of guide rod as well. You've got this black magazine release on this side. It's not ambidextrous, so you have to push it on this side. I don't think you can change the direction of that. You probably would be able to on the real one. You've got this black trigger here. I didn't mention the trigger safety, so you can't actually, even if it was not loaded, so it won't bug. Even if it's pushed like that when it's cocked, won't do anything. So you have to depress that bit there to fire the pistol. Bit of travel on the trigger there, so let's have a look at that again. So just again, rack it like that. Okay, so we are, let's see, we're coming back to there, and that's where the wall is, and then it breaks. Let's try that again. So we come all the way back here, long way there, and then the break, but it's predictable. So you know you're there. You can do it all day long. Now you're there, you're ready to shoot. Bang. Yep. So you can get some really quite quick firing in once you've pressed the trigger It's recoiled. You can get straight back into position up against the wall, and then bang. Really nice. I really like the contrast to the black details on the sort of brown, sandy sort of finish. Again, you've got your Glock logo there on the grip. Nice. Kind of do what they say on the tin. Grips here. It's really nice. Doesn't have the, you know, when you've got on the Glock 17 Gen 4, there's kind of some grooves here where your fingers would go. So I wonder if this is based on the Glock. I don't know. You could tell me actually. Is it the Glock 17 Gen 3, or is it based on the Glock 17 Gen 5? I'm thinking it's possibly Gen 5, because I think Gen 5 is when Glock brought in this kind of tapered end to the slide, which means you can holster the pistol more easily, which is why you've kind of got this cutaway at the end of the slide. The Glock 17 Gen 4 is a bit more, it kind of stays a bit more square right to the end. Got your recessed barrel, and that looks nice because it's all black, so it's kind of hidden back there. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Round to the back then, let's have a look at these lovely sights. So it's not the kind of trough sights that you get on the Gen 4, the Gen 4 Glock 17, but it's a lovely white, 3 white dots there, one at the front, 2 at the rear. And that's really straightforward to look at. I'm really, really pleased with this. I think it's really nice. I kind of was hedging my bet, so I was like, I'm not sure if I'm going to bother with that. I do like the shorter pistol, but I thought, next to the Gen 4, the Glock 17 Gen 4, am I going to be disappointed that it's not just as accurate? But actually, there's so much about it that's different. It's almost like apples and oranges, so I like the look of it. I like the sort of stubby nature of it, the fact it's a bit shorter. It's a good weight. Yeah, I really like it. I really like it. I think it's the... I think I've got one other gun that isn't black or silver, which I will be showing you in a video soon. So this, I really like it. It really stands out in the collection. Really looks nice on that side as well. Just something about the aesthetic that I think is quite nice. Again, subtle markings, Glock there, everything where you'd expect it to be. Officially licensed product of Glock. And you've got your keyring holder there, obviously. Just joking. Okay, let's have a look at the magazine, and suddenly the difference has become apparent. So it's not a enclosed magazine, it's far more similar to the magazine on the Smith & Wesson M&P M2. So it's an open magazine, and it's got the kind of the mechanism here at the top that releases the CO2 each time you pull the trigger. Pretty straightforward. It's just slide that down, and it does lock out of the way there, but then you are loading in from the top. Load your BBs in from the top there, and then disengage that. That's a nice touch though, isn't it? The Glock tab on the bottom. When I got my Glock 17, that was missing for some reason, so I don't know if it had just come out in transit or what, but it was missing. So if anybody knows where I can get one of those online, a black one from a Glock 17 Gen 4, would be much appreciated. I could probably pick more from Numerex, actually. They probably have spares, but you just slide that off there. It's very similar actually to the Smith & Wesson magazines. Put your hexagonal spanner in there, or your Allen key. You can see you throw your CO2 in. There's your seal at the bottom. Tighten it up with one of these magical doohickeys. click that back in place. And you are ready to go. Yeah. Not much else to say about that, really. I don't think. I think it's pretty comprehensive. It's a really nice pistol. I think you can expect to get probably 4 or 5 magazines out of each CO2. 4 or 5 magazines worth of BBs out of each CO2 canister that you put in there. It's nice if you've only got, like me, I've only got silver and black guns, so it's nice to have that. It feels quite modern as well. It's nice modern pistol. A pistol that's still in service at the minute, still being used around the world. Yeah, that's really nice. Nice bit of blowback on it. I don't know if it's because it's like a short slide, but the blowback feels quite punchy because of that. So it's really good. But there's plenty to get your hand onto there. Plenty to get your hand on. I've got some oil all over me here. Pelgun oil. It's non-field strippable. So if that upsets you, I do apologise. There you can see the magazine inside. Let me show you that with the magazine out. So without it, you can kind of see through. You see, yeah. So you can see through it into the breech and all of that. Yeah, got this very recently, and I'm very, very pleased with it. Okay. Hope you enjoyed the review. I'm off to clean this again now. No, probably not. I'll probably just shoot it a bit. If you enjoyed the review, please give me a like. Please hit subscribe. Let me know you're enjoying the content. I'm trying to get as many of these out there as I can. I do enjoy doing it, but it's nice to know that they're being received well. So please feel free to hit that like button. Do subscribe, and I'll keep the content coming. As always, feel free to feedback. Let me know if you think there's more I should be doing, or another feature of the guns you'd like me to talk about. I don't often talk about feet per second because I don't see that it's that relevant with these pistols. So there you go. I think as long as they're generally fairly accurate and you can shoot things at the bottom of the garden, I think that's really the only reason you would buy these. They're not for hunting. They're certainly not for playing with. They're not toys. Remember, they're not, it's not airsoft. Not that they're toys either, but you know what I'm saying. These shoot little metal things, so you have to be very, very careful. Right, that's it. I'll see you next time. I've got a couple of really nice videos coming up, so please do stay tuned. And I'll see you soon. Thanks very much for your time. This has been the Glock 19X. Bye.